It might be a great day to be a Houston Rockets fan. The Houston Rockets widely expected to part ways with Stephen Silas, according to Yahoo Sports' Jake Fischer. Stephen Silas was hired by the Rockets in 2020 when all candidates were required to meet with James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and he thought he was coaching Russell Westbrook, James Harden, or at least John Wall and James Harden with DeMarcus Cousins. But then Westbrook was traded to the Wizards before the season started. Harden was dealt to the Nets in January, and Silas was then asked to navigate a clear rebuild. I don't know what type of coach Stephen Silas really is because he was bad with the Rockets. Was he hired because of nepotism, because of his father? I don't know. But Nick Nurse, Scott Brooks, and Rex Kalamian are three potential candidates to replace Stephen Silas. Please do not hire Scott Brooks. I hate Scott Brooks. Like, as a Wizards fan, I hate Scott Brooks. Like, he got us to the postseason because of Russell Westbrook, but he cannot develop players. Just ask Denny Avdia. So Stephen Silas still holds the position, but the Houston is expected by league officials to make a change on its bench once its contract concludes at the end of the season. Silas was originally hired during the 2020 offseason when all coaches, like I previously mentioned, had to meet with Harden and Westbrook. Then they traded those guys, and that sent the Rockets into a 3-year rebuild in which Raphael Stone's front office has directed a prioritization of playing time for Houston's young draft pick, highlighted by John Wall's extended absence during the 2021-22 season. The Rockets, sources said, hold an organizational goal of taking a significant stride toward postseason contention next season. AKA, they also want to play defense. They're like ashamed how bad this team plays defense. They also have upward of $61 million in salary cap space this summer. James Harden has loomed as a key target for the Rockets, sources told Yahoo Sports' Jake Fischer, who has an opportunity to decline his player option with the Sixers for the 23-24 campaign. In addition, several potential head coaching candidates that we know, Nick Nurse, who I think we heard they want Ime Udoka, but Ime Udoka is supposedly more interested in the Raptors job if it became available, and then if the Raptors fire Nick Nurse. You know, league personnel have connected the Rockets and Nick Nurse and Harden. They all kind of a shared history if you dive deep into it. While Scott Brooks is an assistant with the Portland Trailblazers under Chauncey Billups, he coached the Oklahoma City Thunder before Harden was dealt to the Rockets in 2012. And personally, seems like every coach that they think about has a Harden connection because Rex Kalamian, a current Pistons assistant coach, has also been mentioned by multiple NBA figures as a possible head coaching addition, perhaps as an assistant coach with respect to his relationship with Harden since serving on Brooks' OKC staff. So, seems like they're really trying to get us to understand that depending on who's hired, it could imply that James Harden is coming, which, in my opinion, would blow my mind if that were to happen, if that's what they're gearing up for, which would be really cool in a sense. But I wonder, if you're a fan of the Rockets, do you want James to come back? Like, seriously, like, do you want James to be here? I mean, if you've been watching this rebuild for this long, I feel like, yeah, you're just like, screw this, like, I'm done with the rebuild. So I feel like that makes sense if you're like that, because for me, that's how I feel. I would be sick and tired of this rebuild. I mean, I'm a Magic, Timberwolves, Wizards fan, so I've had a lot of pain in my heart, and I understand what you guys are going through. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like, is it even worth it? Is it though? So it does get a little bit interesting with everything that's going on. And yeah, let me hear your opinions down below in the comment section. If there was anything else you guys would have liked me to have mentioned. Bye-bye.